Welcome back, Part 5, MGS3, in the middle of a chase scene, so let's evade our pursuers with, well, let's use the light machine gun. That seems to be working a little bit better than the M16. Thanks. Let's see. Should be running up on a few more pursuers here. Right here. Well, it's gonna be kind of hard for you to chase after me now, so... Kinda took care of that problem for a little bit. No, we don't. We took care of that problem. So yeah, just a nice little sequence driving through the woods. Infinite ammo definitely helps the situation. Coming up ahead, we'll run into a few roadblocks with some enemies that we can kind of do some evasive maneuvers through. They can kind of trip you up a little bit, do some damage. Not too careful. Takes care of him. Gentleman here at the front. Take care of him. And that took care of him too. So, should be another roadblock coming up ahead. Took care of all of them actually. Well, except for the one up there in the guardhouse, but or the little watchtower. And then you have to deal with the Segways of the Future, the hovering platform things. Harder difficulties, these guys can be a little bit of a nuisance. They don't really, especially if you're going for no kills. Yeah, this can be a little bit difficult to deal with. You have to hide behind your shields, and they don't drop quickly. But if you overwhelm them with firepower, like with the M63 here, they usually give. They'll at least duck and cover a little bit and give you a little bit of breathing room. Any other takers? Ah, here we go. Okay. RPG-7 for the log. And then back to our friends on the hover platform. And they just die by default at this sequence into the next area. I don't think I got that driver. Yeah, I didn't. There he is. That took care of him. Ah. More takers. Alright. I think there'll be more coming up from the right over here. Ah. Well, I kind of killed them all. And with this, we end our driving sequence through the woods. And very soon we will regain control of Snake moving through the woods. This upcoming scene, Eva will become severely injured, and you'll have to take care of her, giving her orders to follow you, to stop, things like that. So, let's go through with this. Definitely, it's an escort section of the game. Thankfully, it doesn't last too long. Not really that big of the escort. Not big on the escort section, but hey, it's only a few minutes long. Let's see, and then we move over to Eva. Who's had her abdomen pierced by a tree branch. So, let's go into our backpack here. Let's see, I don't think I'm going to need the SVT or the RPG-7 anymore. Okay, all done with that. We'll keep these weapons out. Take this out to reduce my weight, and the motion detector stays. Now, let's deal with our camouflage. Go back to woodland. We're now in the woods. Ooh, the spirit camo actually offers a decent camo index. That's good. And I want my footsteps to be heard. See if there's anything here that we may need. See how our food situation is doing. So, I'm going to need to start collecting some food. Apparently I am too far away to issue an order for her. Capture some snakes. Let's see, and with our M16, drop that down to semi-automatic and move down through here as the guards are going to begin to pursue us. And they hunt in packs. So killing them will hopefully scare them off a little bit. So here, let's move Eva out of the way.
What's wrong?
Nice. Granted, they weren't all dome shots, but I bet I could raise my camo index higher. Let me go on ahead and actually wear the proper camo for this section. What do we got here? Oh, that's actually the best one. I thought it would be something different. I'll be able to help me out a little bit more. See, there should be another wave coming through here pretty soon. Come on, Eva. Ah, here we go. Scare them a little bit. Come on. Keep on waving to her. Come on over. Take care of him. Now let's go. In fact, let's give her a little bit of food so that way she doesn't start whining.
Let me have
There.
some more.
Another wave inbound. Jeez, that guy was so crippled, it makes me wonder how he was still alive. And this is definitely one of the good reasons why you have a suppressor on this M16. With a large wave like that, I can't imagine trying to hold them off with the M1911. It's even harder to do with the Mark 22. Come on. Let's lift you up here so we can move to the next area. The final area that we have to deal with her in this little escort section. Now they're not trying to come up from behind you, they're just in this particular area patrolling. Ooh, double. There we go. You gotta love it when you get two birds with one stone. That doesn't happen very often. This is the first time that I've really used the... well, it's been a long time since I've used the M16 in this game. I don't really remember being able to kill them off very quickly with the M16. Do it two in a row, one bullet. Alright. So, since we're completely exposed right now, let's use something else. So, alright, looks like DPM will be better. So we'll be using that. What are you doing? Are you seriously afraid of a snake? Now let's see here. There's one. There's... Ooh. Is he? There you are. Now, let's proceed. Or maybe not. Come on. Yeah.
It was November 1st, 1951. I was in the Nevada desert participating in atomic testing.
Let's see.
Then, 2 years ago.
Alright, now we're about to fight the boss. It's the final battle and the last part of this LP to finish it out. The final boss. The boss. She can be a very, very huge pain to deal with.
You're not the man I thought.
Wow.
Move or you're dead.
I'm trying to push her over. Trying to knock her down. There we go. Now, let's go on ahead and configure our camouflage here. Let's see. Murica. Why not? Because it's just one of those things, I guess. Now let's run. 90% hidden. Where did you run off to?
He's gone.
Ah. I'm noticing it's a little bit, the gameplay's getting a little bit sluggish because of all these pedals flying around. So, let's see. Tranquilizing the boss will let you earn the snake camo, which is a universal camo, works in most environments and does very well. Ah, shit. Had to reload. Thanks for telling me that. And she hasn't broken a bone yet, so I guess that's a good sign. It's just getting really, really slow. I don't know why. I guess it's just because of the amount of stuff going on. Oh, I guess I didn't duck in time. Here she comes.
Move or
Still no broken bone. That's a plus. Should only be a few more shots until she's done.
where are you hiding?
Ah, there you are. Okay, come on, come a little bit closer. There we go. And she drops the snake camo for us to pick up. And that does it for let's see. Yeah, so the snake camo, universal camo, works well in just about any environment. Very well balanced, and in typical movie fashion, you have to. Well, we can't skip this sequence, but you're going to have to use her own gun to kill her. Again, plot points.
Patriot. Why are you giving me this?
Jack.
Why are you giving me
Or
this?
should I say, Snake? You're a wonderful man. Kill me.
Okay.
There's only room for one boss and one snake.
Let's see, start skipping, and I believe there's one last sequence involving Ocelot here on this plane where we have to have a nice little duel with him. It's what he's wanted for the whole game, I guess. I don't know, Ocelot's kind of a dork in Metal Gear Solid 3. A lot of scenes to skip here. No, not going to save. And Eva makes her way off with the Philosopher's Legacy, which is the money that helps fund the Patriots. And main credit sequence that I can't skip. I'm just really curious to know what my overall ranking was with the game, so sadly I can't skip the credits. So, final thoughts on Metal Gear Solid 3 real quick. I really like this. It's probably my favorite out of the entire series because of its setting, the way that the game works, the use of camouflage and the food system. Granted, it's not a perfect game. There are still some things here and there, like with the final fight there, I noticed that the frame rate was dropping a little bit, and I was having a little bit of trouble, even though this is the HD collection of Metal Gear Solid 3. It's still having a little bit of trouble getting along, but other than that, you know, this is a really good game. I have fond memories of Metal Gear Solid 3. It was one of the first PlayStation 2 games I had ever bought. I bought the Subsistence version because I was a very late adopter of the PlayStation 2. I bought this and Sons of Liberty because I played MGS1 and loved it. So, MGS3 is one of those games that it definitely lives up to its reputation. I know I've skipped a lot of the cutscenes and the plot of the game, but that really wasn't the purpose of this LP. It was just to kind of go through it gameplay-wise, because with the plot, Metal Gear is a franchise that has so much. You know, there's people triple-crossing everywhere. It's one of those things that you just have to sit down, play, watch every cutscene, hear every single word, and be able to decipher for yourself what exactly is going on here. So I highly recommend, if you've never played MGS3, definitely pick it up. It's the first one in the Metal Gear franchise within the canon, so it's the earliest event. If you don't have to play MGS1 or 2 in order to play this game and know what's going on, it's its own. It's the beginning of the series. It's the first game in the canon. After this, you could gravitate towards Peace Walker or Portable Ops. Portable Ops being the next one in line with the canon, and then Peace Walker. And then the upcoming game, Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain, will be the next one in the timeline. Since that's not out yet, after Peace Walker, you can go to... with this HD collection, they've included the original Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake MSX games. You can play those to get the story of the origins of Solid Snake and what made him a huge hero. And then play Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, and then later 4. So it's a very complex canon. Out of order, a lot like the Devil May Cry series. It's all over the place when it comes to canon, so... definitely check these games out. That's really all I have to say, is just play them. One of my favorite franchises here. So, and with the Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain trailer, I honestly can't wait to see what Kojima has in store for us with the new game, and the fact that, you know, next-gen console. So, this credit sequence should almost be over with, I think. As I'm hitting the buttons and it's not going away. And this is probably going to get me flagged for copyright because you have to listen to this song.
You better wait to fall. They'll tell you where to go, but they won't know.
Oh, so close. Come on. I want the credits to go away. I want to show you my final ranking. I want to see how bad I did. Because I decided to kill a whole bunch of people towards the end. Da-na-na-na-na. Yeah, we get it. Move it! Well, I guess I could, mention that if you've never played any of these games, I recommend picking up, if you have a PlayStation 3, picking up the Metal Gear Legacy Collection, which comes out on the 9th of July, I believe. It includes every single game that has been released in the Metal Gear Solid series that's within the canon. Or, actually, I'm sorry, I take that back. It's all the Metal Gear Solid games which are designated as a game by Hideo Kojima. So it does not include Portable Ops, and it also does not include the Game Boy Color game Metal Gear Solid Ghost Babel. Tower of Babel? Babel? Whatever. Potato, potato. Tomato, tomato. So it doesn't include those, and no, it does not include MGS5. So, definitely pick that up if you've never played the Metal Gear games, if you're brand new, if you're one of those people that's switching from Xbox to Sony now because of what's going on with Microsoft. Definitely pick that up, play it, and let me know what you think about it. If you guys want to take the time, message me, or even comment down below about what you think about the Metal Gear franchise, or even Metal Gear Solid 3 for that matter.
Yes, Grozny.
Okay, credits are done. Now let's see if I can skip the post-credit stuff too.
I understand, sir, but
Well, I guess I can't do that either. Nice conversation with Ocelot. I'll just let you listen to that. It's short anyway.
taking care of the boss themselves. I believe the White House will be satisfied. Khrushchev is finished. Your time has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations. Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed. Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission. The philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands. With this money, yes, the philosophers can finally be revived. The film we handed the Chinese was a fake. Peking must be in an uproar right about now. I'm afraid so. Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Grozny Grad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. Yes, that was the boss's work too. Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Granin that you might find interesting. It's a revolutionary new nuclear attack system. Perhaps it might just come in handy someday. Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss. The secondary alert has been lifted as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them. I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam. Of course, I'm always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.
Dun dun dun. You mean Ocelot was the traitor? Alright, final ranking time. Let's see what we've got. I am the Flying Squirrel, 3 hours and 4 minutes, even though this LP will be slightly shorter than that. I think it's because I paused and took a bit of a break. 131 people killed. So, technically 130 people were killed after the Sorrow fight. So, that tells you anything about how many people there are that you could potentially kill in this game. Well, there you go. So, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. If you liked this LP, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. I guess that's about it.